welcome back. So we've had a brand change. We are now known as the Dojo of the First Fist. For those of you forgotten, I am Biako the Mistwalker. So today's topic, we're going to be talking about the newly spoiled information about the two-player starter set, if you will. This was announced over at PhD, which is Peach State Hobby Distribution, a couple of days ago. And this is where most folks got their information. To start with, since then, over on fabtcg.com/products, you'll notice that one of the boxes that had question marks on it now has the Classic Battles page. I'm going to come back to these other ones here in just a moment. So the Classic Battle decks are designed to welcome new players to the world of Flesh and Blood. Includes 2 40-card decks ready to play out of the box, cold foiled heroes and weapons card, rainbow foiled equipment, full art mentors, which we haven't seen since Monarch, a quick start playmat, and a 48-page illustrated lore book telling the tale of the 2 heroes and how their classic battle became stuff of legends. A beautiful product for new players, casual gamers, collectors, and fans of Rhinar and Dorinthea alike. Now, I'll tell you right now, this box looks immaculate. Zoom out just a little bit. This is made like the Magic the Gathering dual decks, and Cardamundi is the one printing these, so I'm not really surprised about that. Its release date is May 27th of this year. Cards in the set, 55. Okay. Now there's 2 40-card decks, and you know you're getting hero, weapons, equipment among those. So there's going to be a number of shared cards in both, as we now know. MSRP, I'm not going to lie, I'm a little shocked at that price. $49.90 US is the manufacturer suggested retail price. I think for an intro product, that's a little high. Depending on what's in it, obviously, I think that's a bit high, but all this stuff that we've already read, the lore book is illustrated mini lore book, so obviously it's going to be smaller, and a quick start playmat. Product sheet, I've got it open here. I have not looked at the the logos are beautiful. Yeah, that artwork. Chef's kiss. Okay. So since I have the sell sheet over here, the product sheet over here, see if it'll let me do this. The other little piece of information is the 2-card spoiler that we got. And I'm going to do a little switching here. So we have Dorinthea, Quicksilver Prodigy. So this is a different name Dorinthea. Warrior Hero Young. 4 intellect, 20 health. The first time Dawnblade Resplendent gains Go Again. That each turn you may attack an additional time with it this turn. So instead of them recreating using the same heroes that we already have, they have decided to come up with a new Dorinthea, and I assume also a new Rhinar, both being young versions. Obviously, Blitz is one of the more casual formats, supposedly casual formats. It's cheaper to get into, etc. There is also a Dorinthea specialization that we see here. That's also going to be in here. So we know we're getting 2 cold foil heroes. So this Dorinthea and the new Rhinar are both going to be cold foiled. Both their weapons are going to be cold foiled. What this tells me is they're going to be 2 new weapons as well. 8 rainbow foil equipment cards. Now, these could be new. These could be reprints. These could be a mixture of the two. But cards in set 55. So you're telling me there's 55 new cards. Now that's how I'm reading this. Well, I guess I can't say new cards, but because the other sets that have had reprints were not technically, we're still counted. But there's 55 cards in the set. So there's got to be some overlap between the two decks. And the only thing I can think of is the generics. You'll have class cards, I assume, for both classes. But with there only being 55 cards and 2 40-card decks, 2 heroes, 2 weapons, and 16 foiled pieces of equipment. So that's 20 cards right there. If you count the 2 heroes, the 2 weapons, and the 8 rainbow foil equipment twice. So that leaves 35 cards. There's a lot of speculation going around. Now, for me, personally, $50 is probably not a bad price for what will be in here. How many of these cards are new? How many of these cards are reprints? Is going to make a big deal, right? If they're reprinting E-Strike or Command and Conquer or something, this price is incredibly cheap. But if you're paying this for the 2 Cold Forward Heroes, the 2 Cold Forward Weapons, the 8 Rainbow Fold equipment cards for each hero. Oh, wait. I miscounted already. I'm a goober. So there's 4 for each. Okay, I'm a dummy. So it's 8, 10, 12. So there's 43 cards left, so there's more. But either way, if you're paying the premium for just these, then to me this is overpriced. For my money, I was expecting between $30 and $40. The Blitz Heroes come with 2 copies of all the commons and 1 copy of each of the rares. And they're $12 to $15 a piece. Maybe a little cheaper, depending on your LGS. So I'm curious, with that many cards in set, which I assume is new cards, but this could be reprints as well. What this is going to look like. Are we getting reprints? Are these all new cards? Now, for you folks who don't know, at least many of you know I'm also a local game store owner, and I can confirm to you that the price that that distributors are selling these to us at is $30 US. So I'm not sure, unless you're a humongous mass retailer like Channel Fireball or somebody like that, getting them extremely are much cheaper, especially with the minimum advertised price, without them breaking that law, is going to be difficult. So for my money, I hope these are home runs. I like the idea behind them. I like something that's slightly easier to learn as a startup, but not dumbed down. I think the Ira deck is a good start, and then we'll see how these play. I want to see the rest of the cards before I can do a full judgment of that. All right, so let me go back to the monitor here. So this is the portion I wanted to get back to. There are 2 additional dates listed here, and one in October and one in November. I know James White said that this date was going to be another supplemental set sometime in November. So October is sort of up in the air. But what are these two? So right now, Everfest First Edition is current. So unless one of these is Everfest Unlimited, which it certainly possibly could be, then the only other thing that I can think of is possibly one of these two is the localization prints that James was talking about on the podcast with the on the French podcast. I can't remember the exact name, but it has to do with the Iophidia. They have been casting many of the PQs in Europe. But he was talking about there was going to be a French language localization and a set that allowed them to get many of the cards that from the first few sets in French. Now, I don't know if that's happening for every market, but he said soon. Now, one of these two dates could correspond with that. I'm hoping that they do another of these classic battles. Potentially with other heroes from Welcome to Wraith. I need some more Katsu cards, folks. I need some Guardian doesn't need much more, but I need some more Katsu cards. All right, guys. What all do you think? Do you think that we're going to get more of the the classic battles this year? What do you think about the 2 question mark releases that we haven't heard anything about? If you want me to interview James White and ask about some of these upcoming products and also why the Classic Battle series was a $50 price point, leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We've got more Flesh and Blood content coming. And until next time, there is no escape from the tiger.